On the phone right now, we've got the queen of mean, Miss Lisa Lampanelli. How are you?
Fantastic, and congratulations to you for speaking to me.
It is. Congratulations for me. I've been excited. It sounded just a second ago like you censored yourself already.
Ever. Oh, my goodness. Such a professional. You know me. I can do 3 minutes of talking without cursing.
And you've had to work at it.
Oh, my God. It's been a lifelong battle, but I think I've done it. How's that?
But there you go. And I'm proud of you for trying to stick to that. So how are you today?
Cannot wait to come to Louisiana.
Oh, girl, come on down.
I'm going to honor you with my presence, so come see me. Do you know the date I'm there? I don't.
I do. Saturday, October 10th at the Heyman.
Oh, the good thing is it's a Saturday because I like Saturday night crowds better because Friday night they're tired from working. You know, if they're not going to be tired Saturday, so we're going to do a long, good show and a really dirty one. And I'm going to say everything that I'm not allowing myself to say right now.
Oh, fantastic. We can't wait.
Cool.
Now, look, I've always thought that comedians, you guys, you know, when you decide I want to be a comedian, it's you guys are in the trenches. Now, you know, I know about bands and how they sweat it out in bars and all that stuff. But compared to what comedians go through to try and get their career going, you just have, am I correct in assuming you guys go through hell to make it?
I mean, pretty much. I remember driving 21 hours straight because, you know, I wanted to do this gig in Florida so bad when I was just started, and you sleep in your car if you're on the way to a gig and you're tired, and you just kind of stay in the worst hotels and the worst crappy condos with other comedians and stuff, and then you put up with, you know, and I was a woman comic. Oh, I guess I still am unless my name's Heyman. But I was starting out, you know, when women weren't really headlining that much and everything. So it was really kind of, I don't know, but those times seemed bad then, but now I look back and I go, that was cool. Like, you earn your stripes, you know what I mean?
Sure, absolutely. You're in the trenches, and you know, that's where the ones that aren't going to make it, you know, they give up and quit. And, you know, people like you that stick to it and you're talented and you're ready to put the work in, you make it, and here you are.
Yeah, I'm really lucky because I'm one of the few comics who, you know, made it from the club level to the theater level like about 10 years ago and never looked back because it's so much better playing to an audience of your fans. Like, when I come down there on October 10th, it's going to be people who bought tickets who really like my comedy, who've seen me on The Roast or The Apprentice or whatever and want to see what I have to say. But, man, some comics just never make it out of that club level where, you know, you're kind of second billing to the chicken nuggets. So it's really, really a blessing that I got this far. I'm really happy with it.
Well, and congratulations to you. I'd also like to talk about, you have a recent album that came out, a few months ago, correct?
Yeah. I had my fifth special, my fifth 1 hour special on TV, and it was called Back to the Drawing Board because, you know, as you know, I'm an insult comic. I insult every race, creed, color, sexual orientation,
right.
And you know, a lot of things happened to me in the last few years that people wanted to talk about that was more important than that stuff. Like, I had lost, you know, 107 pounds. I had lost another 250 by getting a divorce. And people were, like, always asking me to tell them the stories behind it. So in that special, I talked a lot about it. So it's come around to me talking more about my life. And, yes, you know, I still insult people in the audience and have a good time. But I think we get to know each other a little bit better for both of us now. So, yeah, the album and the album on iTunes really reflects a lot of that.
So, and people can pick that up, iTunes, Google Play. Here's something else I'd like to ask you. I've always, and you're like the first big successful comic that I've ever gotten a chance to talk to, so I've always had these questions. It seems to me that when it comes to a comic's career, when you can get your own HBO special, that's like the top of the hill. You know you've made it. Am I right in assuming that?
Yes, because I called that, when I got that, I called it a resume changer. Because there's certain things I've done in my life that are definitely where you go, okay, I've done it now. Like, I sold out Carnegie Hall, I sold out Radio City Music Hall, as I said, The Apprentice, The Roasts, and...
You were nominated for a Grammy.
Yeah, that was great, but I would have won it. That would have changed the resume. Now I'm just some loser with a dream. But the HBO special, you just go, wow, how did that even happen? You know what I mean? And
Sure.
My career, I've always been like, well, I'm just doing it because I love it, and I think that's how it happens. You just you enjoy doing it so much that the good things kind of happen out of nowhere and just hard work. So, yeah, the HBO special was a huge deal.
You know, and there's a comedy community here in Acadiana and Lafayette. If you had one major piece of advice that you think might make a difference to these local comics that may have dreams to be the next Lisa Lampanelli, what would that be?
Well, you know, I always used to joke and say, quit now because you're not as funny as me. But I would say, in all sincerity, if you're not willing to do what it takes, I mean anything, to drive across the country, to stay in crummy hotels for $18 a night, to sleep in your car, to work, you know, do 10 spots, a week by just running around to local open mics, then just don't even bother doing it, because no one makes it without that. Natural talent doesn't do anything. Chris Rock used to do, 8 spots a night in New York City, and he's a natural. So, I mean, the fact is, if you're not willing to put in that work, quit now. But if you are, something good will come out of it. I really think no matter, if you work hard, something's going to happen for you.
Yeah, that, I get a lot of local bands that ask me, if I could give them any advice, what would it be? And I usually just say, don't quit.
Yeah, I say, you know what, that's the thing. When you're just about to quit, something happens that makes you go, I'm going to stick with it one more time. And that's happened to me so many times in my career that I'm like, all right, that's really good advice.
Well, look, we can't wait to see you Saturday, October 10th. Tickets on sale at the Heyman box office, Ticketmaster.com. We do have some free ones. They're available at all area Walmart locations, the UL Student Union, at the Cajun Dome. Ms. Lampanelli, you have been a dream to speak to. I'm charmed.
I really appreciate you having me. This was very cool, and it's going to be fun to come down there and see what your town's all about.
Cannot wait for you to get here. Lisa Lampanelli, ladies and gentlemen, thank you once again for calling in.
Oh, God bless. Thanks, man.